American media companies, and we're talking about Fox included, say they are now losing billions of dollars every year because people are downloading movies and TV shows and music that they never paid for. So Congress wrote 2 bills to crack down on online piracy, one for the House, one for the Senate. Those bills started a cyber war, and the first battle goes public tomorrow when Wikipedia blocks access to all of its English language sites. Google also has something planned for tomorrow, but at this point has not said what.
John Browning is an intellectual property attorney. Closest to me on the far side is Chris Very. He's an internet and media expert at Weber Shandwick, a global PR firm located here in Dallas. John, let's start with you. Explain the problem that these, first I'm going to have you define the names of these bills. SOPA and PIPA has nothing to do with the recent wedding in London.
No.
Define what they're supposed to do. You know, what's the idea here?
Well, SOPA is the Stop Online Piracy Act. And the other one, PIPA, is the Protect Intellectual Property Act.
Gotcha.
And PIPA is the Senate version, SOPA is the Congress version.
And the point?
The point of it is, it's very well intentioned.
Okay.
It's let's protect intellectual property rights. Let's do our best to stop online piracy. But as with many things with the best of intentions, they may be casting a very wide net.
Chris, big pushback from a lot of internet groups. I mean, if I write a book, if I write a song, I think if you would do the same. Yeah. You want to keep it. You want to keep control of it. If there's money to be made, you'd like to make the money.
Right.
So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act that was done in 1998 really protects you with that. And YouTube and all these websites have been protecting that. So let's say you did create an original song and you put it up on YouTube, and all of a sudden I posted the exact same song. There is a process that you can say, hey, Chris stole my stuff, and I have the legal right, you've the legal right to come after me if I don't take it down, and YouTube has the legal right to take it down based upon that content.
But clearly somebody thinks that's not working. Right? Maybe Hollywood.
And it's mainly the entertainment industry. The folks who are kind of the driving forces behind this are the Motion Picture Association of America, the MPAA, and the Recording Industry Association of America, the RIA, as well as the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And on the other side, we have lining up against it, mainly Silicon Valley, the tech companies, Google, Facebook,
and why?
Yahoo.
What's the pushback?
Well, essentially, it's because of this overly wide net, that because of this legal mechanism, conceivably, you could, on the thought that there's one possibly infringing page on a website, shut down that entire website. And there are also civil liberties issues as well, because this might, under its current wording, impose an obligation on the part of internet service providers.
That's what I was going to ask. Who polices this in the present, you know, not the present form, but under these 2 bills? Who would police it? Google?
Well, we can police our own country, right? And we do that with internet, our laws here in the domestic. The problem is international. And a lot of these servers, like this graphic shows, the servers are all over the world. And that's the problem that America has. So I can create a website out there and post a bunch of movies on there that America cannot come after me for illegal downloading. Well, what they want to say is, I'm not going to shut you down. I'm just going to shut down Google, and I'm going to shut down ads. I'm going to shut down so nobody can find you. And I'm going to tell Comcast, I'm going to tell Time Warner to say, hey, you're not going to find Chris Berry's site anymore because he claims he has legal stuff. Now, I might not have illegal movies or something like that, but someone might have said I have illegal things on that website. So now they're just going to shut me down, and it's my job to get that site back up in America.
Okay, so the technical part is tough, but there's also the kind of inherent nature of the internet where that is freedom, right?
Right, exactly.
We move around the world, we talk to people, we do not whatever we want, but pretty much it's open. And is that what is also causing the problem? Some kind of, you know, the United States regulating some portion of the internet worldwide, and is that the U.S.'s job to police the internet for the entire world?
That's a very real concern, and one of the concerns raised by these companies, again, primarily in the technology sector, but others as well, is this is going to stifle innovation. This is going to prevent us, because of this, you know, overly oppressive framework that's being imposed, from coming up with the next Facebook, the next Google.
Sure. White House and the president were originally kind of backers. A lot of people were on board. Now people are backing away. Chris, what do you think is going to happen, and how does it affect consumers? How does it affect people surfing the internet?
They're going to go back and look at the actual law. That's the problem. I mean, stopping internet piracy is everyone's goal. I mean, people are creating content because they want to get paid, and I understand that. What the problem with that law is stopping the entire website because it has maybe one thing wrong with it. So I think they're going to go back and revisit it and try to figure out a way to reintroduce this law so it makes sense for America.
And you guys both think it's going down? to put it in layman's terms.
Well, you know, the support that was originally behind it, which included the White House's early support, is now gone.
Okay.
There was a hearing scheduled for tomorrow that's now been postponed, and 6 key Republican members of the Senate Judiciary Committee that were strongly behind the Senate version of this are now saying, whoa, you know, let's take a closer look at this.
And that's always an indication that,
Yep.
let's rewrite it. Let's do something different. All right, Chris, John, thanks for coming down, gentlemen.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.